Hi, guys. This is Eunice, and this is Shaw Urban Medicine, and we are going to be a Shaw Herbal Knowledge today. Our herbal medicine is going to be burdock root, and we have talked about burdock root so many times, a few times. I won't say a whole lot, but a few times in the past and so forth. And today, on our first, we are going to be talking about burdock root again because burdock root does so many wonderful things. And before I get started into the burdock root and so forth, I want to wish everybody a happy new year. Hope you all had a great Christmas. I know that we're just enjoying ourselves, but that's what we want to do is just relax. And that's what we're going to do for the rest of the day on our New Year's Day. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Burdock root. Burdock root is one of the my favorite herbs to talk about. It is a bitterant. It can be grown. Some people do grow it. Some people do harvest it, make herbal capsules and things like that. Burdock root formulations can be the herbal capsule, herbal tea, and a tonic. So you can actually take burdock root in three different formulations and so forth. And a lot of people that I know that uses burdock root, they usually use a tonic or herbal tea because it goes in fast and it works faster that way. Okay, so let's talk about what burdock root does to help benefit. It is an antioxidant, rich in antioxidant. It's anti-inflammatory. It helps skin support. It helps with urine if you have a problem urinating, it helps stimulate urine. It purifies the blood. It is one of the greatest herbal medicine for purifying the blood, which means like clean the blood of toxins and things like that. It also has great digestive health, system and so forth, where it breaks down the things inside and things like that. It also do one of the most important things also as well is it does support the liver. Remember I was saying before, everything that we do or consume goes into the liver. So this helps clean the liver, help keeps the liver healthy and so far. So burdock root supports the liver health as well. As I was just saying, it do stimulate urine if you having trouble with that. It is also helps with this is what is that? Daisy, ragweed, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word. But it also aid with for diabetics, so for due to potential sugar level, blood thinners, and so forth. So this is a great herb to have around the house if you have any of those symptoms and so forth. Um, Burdock root is a powerful, strong medicine and so forth. Again, it is a bitterant. So if you do want to um, take burdock root or drink burdock root as a tea and so forth, I suggest you put just a little tad bit of honey in there to cut some of the bitterant out. As a tonic, it's going to have some people would use mother, apple cider, or they would actually use, I believe, 90% alcohol and so forth. Not a lot, but just some and so forth. That helps with the tonic. That makes the tonic and so forth. This is such a great herb, and the things that this herb does is so important to our system. Important, or let me say this: everything is important. Everything is important to our system to make our system work. From the smallest thing to the biggest thing. One thing get out of whack, it could build into a big thing. Sometimes it just happen. The big things go bad, like our heart, um, our blood, liver, and all those things, sugar levels, and things like that. These are what is considered major. So it is heart healthy. This burdock root, it does aid the heart and so forth. It does aid the liver, and it does stimulate urine, because if you cannot urinate and so forth, there is an issue right there within itself. Also, too, if you have toxic blood and so forth, or toxic coming into your blood system, there again is another major issue there as well. So, burdock root does help with the hierarchies, I call it, within the body, within the system, and so forth, with its great benefits, its great properties and things like that. I talked about burdock root again. Like I said before, you can go back and see some of those videos on burdock root and all that. But it is a great herb. It is a great herb, and I do have few customers that is religiously use burdock root and so far. Also, burdock root is also helps with ED. It also helps with that as well. Um, this is not what my customer come to me for, burdock roots and so forth, but it does help and all that. So I make sure I get everything here. This research paper here is missing some of the things that burdock root does. So if you are interested in using burdock root, make sure you do your research and so forth and get all the benefits and so forth that burdock root has to offer, and for all the symptoms and so forth, and all that. So we're gonna go back over that once again. Burdock root is used for its antioxidant and also anti-inflammatory, and puts heart and put health benefits in being, it's being still studied as well. So when you're using burdock roots, you're using it as for because it's rich in oxygen, as they were saying, anti-inflammatory, but it's for skin diseases and things like that. Usually, when you have skin diseases and so far, you may not see it come up on the skin at first and so forth, because it starts within, and then you will see some raised skin or discoloration skin and so forth. Burdock root, with its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, sort of kills that and so forth within, so that your skin will be clear. Also, the digestive system, it helps to break down things. It helps the liver and so forth. Helps clean, toxify the blood. It helps clean the blood system and all that. It is good, great for purifying the blood. And it does help with the digestive system, as I was saying, and so forth, by breaking things down. So it is really, really, really a good herb to have. Liver support. This is what, like I said, everything goes into our body, consumable. It goes into our liver and so forth, and it helps to keep the liver clean and healthy. It also helps keeps our blood clean and healthy by removing toxins in our blood and things like that. Also, toxins in our liver and all that. So there is a lot of stuff going on in our body, from foods we eat, the elements, and things like that. So we do have a lot of issues and all that. And if you're pregnant and so forth, you definitely want to, speak with your healthcare provider and all that. Any allergies, allergic to any plants and so forth. And it also assists in issues with daisies, ragweed, and all that. And it also ables diabetics and so forth. And that has to do with the blood sugar level. So I hope this information will help you. I hope that we're giving you enough to do your research on it, to consider it and all that, because this is a great herb and it has been used for decades and decades and decades. Burdock root is something you can actually grow yourself as well, and so far, so that you'll continually have it and so far. And burdock roots do come in three formulations, like I spoke of. You do have the herbal capsule, the herbal tonic, and then the herbal tea, and so forth. So you could choose one of those for your success. And before you begin any herbal medicine, make sure you do your research and so forth, and all that before you get into it. If you have any questions about any of that stuff, make sure you contact someone, seek a herbalist or a healthcare provider before you begin. And if you have questions and things like that about it and so forth, before you jump right into it and all that. And I thank you for being here or stopping by, that is, and getting this information. And as I said, there's a couple other of my videos out about burdock root, as well as other herbalists videos out by, due to burdock root, because they're also speaking of that too, and so forth. So thank you guys, and I will see you on the next Short Urban Medicine, Short Urban Knowledge. Bye.